You know, the Bible, as we've talked about, is one book, a collection of 66 books put into one book with one storyline, one king, and which points us to the king of the history of the world, his story. And this church has stood firm on the exposition of his word for 40 plus years now. And the exposition of his word can be a scary thing because then you come to things that you don't want to necessarily have to talk about. And so with that said, why don't you go ahead, I think it's right to stand this morning. Let's go ahead and read the word of God together. Starting in verse 18, I will read for a moment here. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven, from God, against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. For what can be known about God is plain to them, clear to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world and the things that have been made. So they are without excuse. Verse 21. For although they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images resembling mortal man and birds and animals and creeping things. Our text this week, therefore, God gave them up in the lust of their hearts to impurity, to the dishonoring of their bodies among themselves, because they